Hello, this is Kate, and this is Game 6 from my summer season. This week we're actually playing against the first place team in the league. It was at this point that I noticed that my neck guard was completely undone and just floating free underneath my chest guard. All I'm thinking about is that I desperately want to whistle so I can get someone to fix it. And my nice defenseman fixed it for me on that whistle. Since my arms are so awkward in the chest guard that I couldn't possibly reach it myself. Like a top spinning out of control. Not the ideal direction to send a rebound, but it is what it is. I did an okay job of following this one, although I would have been a bit happier if I could have kept my belly button pointed towards the puck the whole time. Aborted wild dive. I haven't figured out yet what the difference is between having a puck stop once it gets to your stick and having it bounce wildly off. The angle of it, I assume, but I don't seem to be able to get it the way I want it in the moment anyway. And that's the end of the first period. Not the prettiest pass, but at least it went to the right player. I just could not stop the backwards momentum there, but luckily I watched the puck fall between my legs and was able to cover it up in time. It's a scary little tip there. I hate when I do that, but at least I actually fully covered the space between my pad and the post. I'm so glad to get a line on that through all those bodies. And we were killing a penalty at the time, if you hadn't noticed. The lack of orange jerseys. I do love when the puck just sort of traps itself. Ridiculous dive attempt. And then luckily the ref didn't have a good line of sight on it. He thought the puck was still stuck on the net, so we got a gift of a whistle there. Really super lucky that one didn't bounce off my skate and back into the net, so I'll take my karma on that one. one of two things could have helped me with that goal. If I just had a better butterfly flare, the angle would have been a lot better, and the puck wouldn't have been able to bounce off my pad and then into the net from there. It would have bounced, away. That or just I'm still working on having that presence of mind to use butterfly pushes to always stay centered with the puck at all times, and that would have helped as well. And that's the end of the second period. Almost at it. Just got a little bit out of my reach there. Happy with my ability to track that one. I almost got a stick on that pass out. I'm slow to get up there because the cup that protects your elbow on my chest guard, it actually moved far enough out of the way for me to slam my elbow right down on the ice. When I was driving home, I reached over and touched my arm, and I was like, "Oh, why is it wet?" And it's bleeding and everything. It was pretty bad. It hurt a lot. My typical I have to play the puck now paranoia, where I usually just end up going, "Oh God, just put it away from everyone." That gap again. I really need to get my pad flush with a post when I do that. And it's tied 1-1. And this is where a cool goalie would windmill. Unfortunately, my glove is not fully worked in yet, so I'm pretty sure if I windmilled, I would just end up flinging the puck in a random direction. I'm pretty sure I banged my elbow a second time with that dive. Thank goodness for crossbars. Got that one with the cuff. I was pretty upset with myself over this goal. I just feel like if I had had better positioning, it would have been an easy save. And instead, I don't even know if it went sort of over my arm or under the tiniest hole in my armpit. But yeah, I was just disappointed. I was disappointed that I wasn't in the RVH in the first place. And then the fact that I just didn't cover the ankle properly and it just went in. It's always fun to get a chance to stop a breakaway, though. And I love the fact that I had to sort of half stand up just to get enough power to slide all the way to the other side of the goal. My passes are still terrible, but I do get very few opportunities to practice that sort of thing. I love the little head shake at the end of that. I just watched the puck stop for half a second on my arm, and it just would not stay. And I was so paranoid that it was going to hit the ice and bounce funny straight into the net. That's why the first thing I did was get that paddle down to block the line. The whole thing felt like it was going in slow motion for me, though. And that is the end of Game 6. A little disappointing to let that last goal in there and end up losing 2-1, but I think we did really well, especially considering it was the first place team. And that was actually the first goal that anyone had scored on their goalie. They'd been scored on, but only when they had sub-goalies, so we were pretty happy to get that first goal on their real goalie. Anyways, that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.